Yeah. So I started everything over just to see if I really was glitching. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't too sure about that, like me glitching. So I wanted to start it over just to really see. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on? Because I thought I was glitching. You know what I mean? Like it was moving kind of funny. So I just wanted to start everything over to really see was I glitching or not. Like you know what I'm saying? Um, I'll give it a few minutes to see who's gonna check back in and tap back in. You know, and then I'll get back into the content and what I was saying, what I was doing. But like I said, I stopped it because it appeared to be I was glitching. I was seeing it on a computer screen. So I went like, you know what? Let me start this over, bring it back, and do it again. Therefore, I really be able to see if I'm glitching or not, because I wasn't really too certain about it. But yeah, so what I was saying was though, I'm thankful. You know what I mean? Like for everybody out there who pull up, who show love, who give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, who comment, who do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do what I do regardless. That's a fact. However, though, what is a fact is that without people doing what they do, showing the love they show, it wouldn't really mean anything. So the love mean way more than me doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because with the love, what it does for me is it puts me in a position where it gets the videos to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely does that. Like it gets the videos out to other people. It gets it out to a bigger audience. And for me, that's what I need. I need the videos to go out to other people, to a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying? And when people want to show love, like I said, it helps with the algorithms. It gets other people that don't know about my platform, that don't know about what I do. It get them to show love. It get them to pull up. So that's humbling for me. That's gratifying for me. You know what I'm saying? And overall, just the interactions are very important. Those interactions are needed. So that's something else that I appreciate. Just the interactions alone, speaking to people. You know what I mean? Being able to socialize, and not only being able to socialize, like I said, self-respect, self-control, self-discipline, self-awareness. So I'm thankful for majority of people that I interact with that display that. They're not reckless when they come to my channel, when they in my chat. They respect the other people that's in the chat. They respected me. They respected my platform. You know what I mean? And also, I'm thankful for some of the people that do pull up. They acknowledge that they could speak their mind. You know what I'm saying? And they believe, and they say it as they're in a safe place to do that. Because sometimes when you do things on the internet, some people believe they can't speak up and say certain things without it turning into a confrontation. So I'm humbled that people see that they could do that, and it's not personal. Like I'm not upset. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna attack nobody. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, because things easily go left nowadays. So for me, I want to thank everybody that pull up, that show respect. You know what I'm saying? And we can keep it all respectable. We can keep it all cordial. That's what's going on. And for me, I need that energy on my platform. You know what I'm saying? So whoever else want to pull up, they could do that. And when people see it's not like that, they don't mind pulling up, or they don't mind speaking up, or you know what I'm saying, sharing their thoughts, or giving their perspective on something, or providing insight. It's like, yo, nah, when I go to his platform, it ain't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I do speak to him or interact with him or whoever in his chat or whatever, ain't nobody moving funny style. And that's this day and age, to me, that's what's needed. That's what's relevant. That's what's important. So for me, that's something else that I see as humbling. And I needed to remain to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So when other people want to pull up, other people want to come through, they don't feel timid. Like, oh nah, I can't really go to this platform. Like somebody will try to disrespect me or curse me out, or they not open minded. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have control of his platform or the people in the chat, so on and so forth. And that become important to other people sometimes because they don't want to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And that, or they probably don't want to say nothing because it's like if I say something, I don't really want nobody attacking me, yada yada yada. And to me, that makes sense. Who wants to be attacked or ridiculed for speaking up, or for speaking out, or for giving some insight, or looking to add on to what they thought would just been a productive conversation? It's like, man, I can't even speak up, or I can't even add on to a conversation without somebody attacking me. So, to all my subscribers, but mainly to the ones that check in and tap in, thank you for allowing that to be that way and for having a nice, safe environment. For those who not subscribe, that just want to say something, or that just want to pull up. Another thing that I'm thankful for, I'm thankful for those who have helped, who have given me information, who have given me education about how to do certain things on this platform or on this app. You know, let me know about thumbnails, let me know about titles, you know what I'm saying, and how to get my videos to other people. Also, I want to thank people for connecting me with people that's like minded, like thinking how I think. You know what I'm saying? Put me in a good, safe environment to be able to speak to other people, and the other people that they connected me with, allowing me to be my natural, organic self. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all the people who have done that, and they know who they are. You know, if they pull up while I'm on here, I'll give them their roses so they can smell them. But that's something else that's important to me, for the people who have done that. Like, you know, they be like, yo, you know, subscribe to such and such, you know, channel, you know, tell them I sent you. Or they'll be like, yo, I'm gonna share this with such and such for you. You know, I'll send them your way, or I'll just send somebody your way, and that's gratifying. I really appreciate that. Like that means the world to me that they thought of me enough to want to connect me with somebody that's either gonna enhance what I'm doing, add on to what I'm doing, or just give me some information to help what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they know who they are. If they pull up, I'll give them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? But you know, for me, I'm thankful for that. I appreciate that. That's highly important. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for people's patience with me, and people who tolerate me. Meaning, just because I got my views, and my perspective, and I do the homework that I do, I appreciate people's patience and tolerance for listening and dealing with me. You know what I mean? Because people don't have to do that. Even though I put out there whoever, you know what I'm saying, could be possibly triggered or upset or don't like me or my ways, even though I say unsubscribe and not interested and don't recommend, yeah, that still applies. But I've got to give the flowers to people who deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they don't have to. We all going through things in life, and we could be overwhelmed by whatever those things may be. So thank you to everybody who deal with me and display patience and tolerance to deal with me. That's highly important. That means the world to me for people who's doing that. So again, to everybody who's doing that, I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. You know. Also, I want to thank the people behind the scenes that helped me with this platform. You know, that when I'm around them or amongst them, they have me in a safe, controlled environment. When I say control, like I know I can pull out my phone or they'll let me use a device and go live or do some pre-recorded videos. And I appreciate that because when you're doing what you do, you need to be in a safe, controlled, structured, stable environment so your energy can reflect that. So the people behind the scenes helping me with that, I appreciate that. Also, for the people behind the scenes that's coming to me saying, you know, that conversation that you had, like you need to bring that to your platform. Or you know, you got experience with this, you need to bring that to your platform. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it can help people out there. And I want to thank them for that, for letting me know certain things that I have experience with, bring to my platform. You know what I mean? Because I don't know who it can help, or I don't know who possibly listening. So I'm thankful for that as well, because that's important. You know, you get to a certain point in your life, and it's like, all right, you know what? That conversation right there, bring that to your platform. So everybody that's behind the scenes helping out, I appreciate it. I really do. And I really appreciate it because right now, nobody's gaining $1 from what I do. I ain't to that point yet, so I can't say they helping me because there's money involved. Same thing with people that I've given riches to, or people that just show me love. I can't offer them anything because I'm not gaining any revenue. So that's why I'm thankful for those people because that's organic love. You know what I'm saying? That's not fabricated love. That's not fake love. That's authentic love because they're not gaining anything besides the information or the insight. They're not gaining anything. So that's how I know it's organic love. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly, truly appreciate that. You know, and another thing I'm also thankful for. I'm thankful for my platform on the whole. You know, it went from Final Say TV when I first started it, then it went to Display Righteousness, Direct Results, then it went to where it is today, Latif Jahar Podcast. By the way, for those who don't know, that's my first name and my middle name, Latif Jahar. And the Dr. Wright, that's my last name. So, in the DR again, it stands for Direct Results or Displayed Righteousness. So it's not that I'm declaring myself a doctor. For those who, well, you say DR. No, I'm saying that because it's, again, direct results display righteousness. So again, I just want to thank everybody for what they do, done, and may continuously be doing moving forward. And again, I'm not receiving any revenue, so I'm thanking people because I know the love is organic, and that's hard to come by. Definitely on the internet and nowadays when you get in these spaces. So anybody that I have met and we have built some sort of connection, I appreciate that. Again, what I appreciate, the self-respect, the self-control, the self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? For yourself, then to me, and for me, back to you. So, um, and look, speaking of someone that has been doing it for the longest, is my sister Carla. So good evening to you. Um, I did it, but this live stream right here is about me giving people like yourself a huge thank you for all the work you put in. Type like a one or something. To make sure you can hear me. If I'm, am I, let me know am I glitching or whatever because I had to stop it and start it back over. So just let me know you can hear me, and am I glitching or anything because I had to stop it and start it over. So I just want to be certain about that. But yeah, so I want to thank you because I'm not receiving any revenue from what I'm doing right now in reference to my platform. So you've been one of the organic, okay, you can hear me. You've been one of the organic people that's been pulling up, showing me abundances of love. You know, outside you showing me abundances of love, you also gave me insight how to move on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be aware of how people could get on here. You know what I'm saying? And since you have been a part of my situation, you've been consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you showed yourself first and foremost. Forget me. You showed yourself self respect, self control, self discipline. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I've had some pre recorded videos or even some live streams where me and you, and it was nothing negative or nothing bad, but we have had real grown conversations. And it didn't lead me to get out of character, and it didn't lead you to get out of character. So I also want to thank you for that. Also, I want to thank you for should it have looked that way. You understand that you could tell me about me, and I'm not going to personalize it. Like, I'm not going to internalize it where I'm upset with you. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like I burn our relationship based off you just telling me something about me for the betterment of me. So that's another thing I want to thank you for. And last but not least, outside of your consistency, just overall, your help and your patience and your tolerance with dealing with me. Like I said, I'm not monetized. So you're not here for that because I don't get no money from this. I'm not getting paid. So that's proven to me that you organic and you organically here. You naturally here. You just here because you one out of three things. If it's not all three, it's probably one of the three. You appreciate me, you appreciate my platform, you appreciate what I do. Like I said, it could be all three. Even if it's one out of three, again, thank you. Because I know how things could get, how things could be on the internet. So I want to thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? And also, you have brought people my way. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. Like you have gotten me, it don't matter if you got me one subscriber or you got me 100 subscribers. You got me subscribers. You know what I mean? What you say? You said, "Oh, you're doing well with your interactions with others." Nah, that's again, but that goes back to you helping though. Like you have helped that. You know what I'm saying? So this live stream is about letting, like, giving people their flowers or their roses so they can smell them now. Like, why wait? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wait to do that? It's other people, other platforms you subscribe to. But I analyze and I notice like you showed me X amount of love and X amount of commitment. And that takes a lot, not only on the internet and life. So that's why, when you do pull up or when I see your comments, I always try my best to get back to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you show me abundances of respect, abundances of love. And like I said, I appreciate that, but I appreciate this more that you have helped me out. See that's the difference. Okay, showing love is one thing. You do that, but you actually and literally help me though. And that's a rarity, not only in life, but definitely on the internet. Like you have helped me out though. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And you help me out in ways that you don't even understand. Like I said, something that I got from you that you didn't tell me directly, but I use it now as a part of what I say and what I do. When I say if I trigger anybody or if anybody's emotional, if anybody's upset with me, don't recommend, not interested, unsubscribe. You never directly told me that, but based off the information you gave me, that's why I say that. So if you didn't never know, now I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because that based off you letting me know how things can get on the internet, how people can be. So before I have a back and forth verbal argument or disagreement with anybody, I'm gonna tell them if my platform ain't for you, don't recommend, not interested, unsubscribe, and stay blessed. And from my perspective, that had helped me avoid having conflict with people because you gave me that information and that insight. So again, thank you for everything you have done, the things that you do, and the things that you may be willing to do moving forward. And when I do get monetized, I definitely want to make you a part of my management moderation. You know what I'm saying? And when I do have Cash App set up, you'll be one of the first people that I make sure that I implement with a part of that because it'll be something that for me will be humbling because you have earned that. That wouldn't be me doing it out of guilt. Nah, you earned it. You know what I'm saying? You earned the right to have a say so in what I do moving forward. I can't say that about too many things in my life, let alone on the internet. So I just really want to thank you for that. And like I said, overall, your patience, because I know it's other people that you build with, that you vibe with, that do whatever you do, your interactions on the internet. So to show me the love you show me, it's unmatched. So I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? Nah, I get that. I get that. But I'm just telling you what I'm going to do, regardless. Like, regardless of that. Like once that monetization kick in, you'll be one of the first people I'm gonna say, yo, call up, yo, email me. I'm gonna send you my email. Email me, send me your info. I'm gonna send that your way. It's not gonna even be an issue because you have helped me and like you know what I'm saying was effortlessly. Like it was effortless. Like you know what I'm saying, and I appreciate it. And again, moving forward, you're still around. You're still around. You know what I mean? Like I have done live streams now. Let me get into that. I have done live streams, and it's just been me and you talking. Me and you just been vibing, and nobody else have came to the live stream at all. Family, friend, folk, whatever. Just you. So again, nah, that it's I can't even play myself on no levels when it comes to that. I'm extremely humble. I'm extremely modest. However, though, I'm more humble and more modest when it comes to honesty. And I have to be honest with myself. I mean, it's not only you, but I have to give it to you because you have done it. It's a few other people. It's not a lot of people. It's a handful of people that have done what you have done. That I just been in the chat, just me and that person. I mean, I have done it with you a lot though. You know what I mean? So I can't even play myself. I gotta be humble. You know what I mean? And I gotta be modest when I say that. So again, overall though, thank you for all that. You know what I'm saying that I just said. And last but not least, also I want to thank you for this is something else that you do that you don't realize that you do. You keep my sense of humor moving. So when I start to get deep into what I'll talk about, you'll say something that'll make me smile or that'll make me laugh. And I need that at times because I get so engulfed with what I'm talking about and what I'm doing. You'll say something that make me smile or to make me laugh. And I appreciate that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, damn, yo, Carla got me laughing. Carla got me smiling. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, that I be needing that. I be needing to laugh sometimes. I be needing to smile sometimes. So that's something else that you do that, I do appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I be so engulfed and wrapped up in what I'm saying and what I'm doing that you'll say something and you'll get me to smile or you'll get me to laugh. So, I appreciate that. Or sometimes we'll get into a deep conversation and you'll say something and I'll be like, yeah, no doubt, Carly, yeah, that's what's up. Like, you know what I mean? Like you'll just say something that'll make me smile and make me laugh. And I appreciate that. Because I be so engulfed and so, embedded in what I'm saying and what I'm doing that I be forgetting sometimes that to display my own sense of humor. So that's something else that you do that I truly appreciate. And if you don't mind, keep that coming. And the last most important thing that you do, you embrace everybody. And I need that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I do get monetized fully and you do what you do, like that's unmatched. It's nobody that has a wrench that's gonna be able to outdo that. Like you do that. Like you embrace everybody equally, don't matter who they are. You be like, yo, thanks for pulling up. How you doing? How you feeling? And your interactions with others is like top notch. That's like top notch. You know what I mean? So those are the things that I'm glad that you pulled up for me to give you your flowers for doing that. Like I really truly appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like sincerely and dearly. Like I really, appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, real spill. But yeah, so some of the things that I'm thankful for now, move on with my content. Some of the things that I'm thankful for overall, I'm thankful for this platform. Like I started this, for those who in the background telling me I got 5, 6 people in here. So those who in the background, I've also started this platform because I was into music heavy. Hold on, my sister got something to say. I appreciate it. I come through when I can, although I'm connected with you. Stay out to try and come through. Now, and for me, again, that's gratifying for me. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's humbling for me. So now I get it. I just pray that when you on my platform in particular, you don't feel, like you gotta do anything, you know what I'm saying? Or you feel like, you are caught up in headaches, drama, or you can't speak up or you can't be yourself. Like I want everybody to be who they are. Like I don't want nobody switching up for me. You know what I'm saying? So I pray that for one, you could be yourself. For two, you don't feel like, you gotta pull up, you gotta stick around. Like, nah, like you pull up when you pull up, you chill when you chill. There's other things you got going on in your life. You still got a life. You're a mother, you're a friend, you're a family member. You know what I'm saying? You got your own life. You got things you're doing. So for you to give me 5 minutes, or an hour, or half hour, for me, I'm humbled. So thanks for that comment and that feedback, though. I appreciate it. So I started this because I was into music real heavy, and I started to see the impact I was having with my music. Yeah, exactly. And from A1 day one, that's a fact. That's right, that's a fact. So when I started this platform, I was into music heavy, and I seen the impact I was starting to have with my music. So one of the reasons why I started this is because I just wanted some different energy in my life. And I wanted to bring some different energy to other people. And some of those people that used to listen to my music, they tapped in. And they like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Your podcast is alright. You need to take it a lot more serious. And that's what made me like, I know what, I'm gonna start really getting on my grind with it. You know what I mean? So thanks to those people who told me, yo, keep doing what you're doing with your podcast, man. Like, you on to something, and you already kind of had a lot of knowledge and was kind of intellectual dude, and you know how to articulate yourself and handle yourself in settings around a lot of people. So, do what you do. I'm like, you know what? And what I started to do was, I started to just get more relaxed and, you know, get a better feel for being in front of a laptop. Because dealing with music is not for you to interact with people and go to the studio and do music videos. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But to have to be in front of a laptop, and then I had to start doing a lot more homework, tons of research. You know what I mean? And then another thing outside of that I'm thankful for, I had to work on my language. Like another thing you don't get, Carla, and whoever else is in the bushes. I used to use a lot of M-bombs. I used to curse a lot. Like my mouth was like filthy. Like that, that's one thing that you haven't experienced, Carla. My mouth filthy. So once I started my podcast, that really helped me with my mouth, with my language, not being so filthy and being able to articulate myself and not sound angry or not sound frustrated or not sound upset. You know what I'm saying? Or not sound ignorant. So that's another reason why I'm thankful that I started this platform, because it helped me work on my grammar. It helped me work on my speech. Because, like I said, I used to use a lot of N's, you know what I'm saying, a lot of H's, a lot of B's, you know what I'm saying, and just speak like I was upset or I was ignorant or I was frustrated a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it just came across as ignorance. So as I started my platform, I know I had to work on that, because I know YouTube, they'll flag you, or you'll get censored, or people send a strike or something to your channel because of the way you speak it. So once I started to get deeper into my podcast, I'm thankful for that, because it helped me work on my speech. Like it tremendously helped that, because coming from dealing with the music, you could kind of speak freely. Like you could drop as much N bombs as you want. You could drop as many H bombs as you want, as many B bombs as you want, like MFs and sugar honey iced tea. Like you could drop that as much as you want dealing with music. So it's like once I started my podcast, I had to work on that, and that helped me with that. Because it's like, nah, I can't say that. Can't say, and it wasn't like I couldn't say it because I was worried about being canceled or being censored or a strike being sent to my channel. It's just I wanted to better that. So the bigger my audience got, or the bigger my audience get, I don't have to work on it. It already be worked on. I'll be a work in progress with that. So that's another thing that I'm thankful for, that I was able to do when I started my podcast. I had to really watch the way that I speak. And now me looking back, I'm thankful that I was on it that way, because it's like, you know what? Nah, I got to work on that. And it helped me in other walks of my life. You know what I mean? Of course, if I go on a corporate setting, I know how to speak. Of course that, but nah, I need to just speak this way, period. It don't matter if I'm in a corporate setting or not. It's like what I said about the wardrobe thing, the image thing. Like, dress for success, not to impress. So it's like, speak appropriately regardless of the environment that I'm in. You know what I mean? No, I'm not speaking like I'm highly educated, highly sophisticated. No, just speak with correct grammar. That's all. And me going full fledged with my podcast has helped that. Also, what I'm thankful for was when I first started, it was Final Say. And I started that just based off the name because it was going to be in the beginning. It wasn't going to be a podcast. I was just going to do like kind of similar like the news, like CNN. And it's like I was going to combat what they would say in the news, like CNN and Fox News and ABC. And I was going to do it only at night, like 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, 10 o'clock at night, like when news is about to go off or the news that just came on. What I was going to do was let them say what they said. Then I was going to come in after them and say, okay, Channel 7 said this, Channel 5 said this, Channel 2 said this. Well, I got the final say. And this is what I'm going to say to combat that. But then I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I ain't going to do that. So that's why in the beginning, I named my platform Final Say. And then, when I like, you know what, I wanted to get the copyrights. I seen that it was being utilized. So I was like, I can't keep that. So then I changed it for a little while, for like a couple months, to direct results and display righteousness. I seen like that was like too much. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just use my real name. Nobody could get at me for using my name. It don't matter. It's my real name. So that's why I just changed it to Latif Jahar Podcast, because Latif and Jahar, that's my first name and my middle name. And Wright is my last name. So it's like Dr. Wright, which is display righteousness or direct results. So it's like now I'm fully in the zone, and I'm thankful that I had to go through all those transitions to get it to where it is today. You know what I mean? To have it literally named after me. So now if I want to pass it off to one of my kids, one of my sons or something, they ain't got to worry about going through no copyrights, and they ain't got to worry about going through nothing because that's their father's name. They could just do what they do. You know what I mean? If they like, my pops passed away or whatever, or my father got a podcast, they could just do what they do. They ain't got to worry about it. Or one of my daughters, they ain't got to really worry about it. So for me to go through those transitions, that's humbling for me. That's gratifying. I'm humbled that I've been through all of that in the 3-4 years that I had this podcast. And I didn't even think, to be honest, I would have it this long, because after a while, when I wasn't monetized yet, it's like, man, I don't know when that's going to happen. And then other people started to talk to me about it, like, yo, you could do this, that. Because when I did it, I wasn't doing that, worrying about that, knowing about that, and thinking about it. I just really wanted to change the energy from what I was doing with my music. You know what I mean? Because I didn't like the impact I would start to have. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, like, and I didn't even have like a huge impact, but I started to see like the community or the hood or the area I grew up in, being from Brooklyn and being from New York, I started to see the impact that I was starting to have on people with my music. It's like that. I was going certain places and rubbing shoulders with certain people. I'm like, damn, I ain't know that many people was listening to my music on that level. It was like, wow. And I had to start to learn. It wasn't about a view when it was about my music, because it was some people that I knew like that. And now how technology has gotten, it's like, yo, y'all know you got some music, yo, send me a couple songs. And I would Bluetooth people some songs. So it wasn't even about the internet for a minute. It was just about the fact that I could pull up on the block. For example, when people be outside smoking weed or drinking, they listening, and it's like, damn, I didn't even know I had that impact like that. And it's like, nah, before this get out of hand, I got to shift this energy. And I'm like, how can I shift it? You know what? I'm going to start me a little blog, little podcast or something. And when I first was doing it, like I said, I just was doing it to combat like the news. But then I'm like, nah, I ain't going to do that. Then I really started to get more deeper in tune with it and get more involved with it. And now, once I got more involved with it, I'm like, nah, this is kind of right. So I'm also thankful for my podcast because it made me get deeper into homework and research. You know what I mean? It made me just talk about current events. Like I really wanted to bring a different element to the internet. So when my kids or when my family or when the next generation really go back and listen to it and peep game, it's like what I'm saying, like he been bringing a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I make a difference? And when I seen me doing homework and research, I'm like, damn. So for instance, if I did some homework and research on mammals, it was like I didn't know as much stuff as I know now. I could have probably went to an aquarium or been to a zoo and read a couple books and watched National Geographic or watched Nature. But now that I gotta really because I got a podcast. I can't get out there and put out misinformation, or I can't get out there and put out misleading information. So I gotta really get it in. So now it probably went from me reading a book to me reading some books, or me reading a magazine to me reading some magazines, or me just reading up on whales. Like now I got to read up on sharks. Now I got to read up on dolphins. Now I got to read up on sea lions. You know what I mean? So that helped me. And I'm thankful that it made me get deeper into something. So it's like, all right, you know what? I need to really find out about volcanoes. I had to do a lot more research and homework to really know about volcanoes. You know what I'm saying? Mountain climbing. Whatever it is, it just made me have to do more homework and research. And now I'm humbled behind that. I'm thankful for that because it made me put in more work. It made me pay more attention. So that's something else that I'm thankful for. That's gratifying. That I had to do a lot more homework and a lot more research. And nobody told me to do it. I don't want to get on the internet and put out misleading information or get on the internet and don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So that's something else I'm thankful for. Also, what it has done for me too, it has opened up my communication skills. Like now, I'm able to communicate with various different people on various different levels from various different cultures. Ain't just people that look like me. Like I got a lot of my subscribers are from the Filipinos. Some of my subscribers are from Jamaica. Some of my subscribers is from China. Some of my subscribers is from the UK. Some of my subscribers is from Brazil or London. Other walks of life, other parts of the world. So that I'm thankful for that. It has helped me do that too. You know what I mean? And me doing that, I don't know much about being bilingual, but being on the internet and having my podcast, it has taught me a little bit of words. Like I know, how to say like a little bit of things maybe in Spanish, a little bit of things maybe in Mandarin or whatever other languages are out there, because people that I interact with, they English is limited. So they got to kind of speak to me in their language. And I'll be like, I really don't know what that means. And they'll, give me some of the bonics on it. And it's like, all right, or it make me want to go to Google or make me want to do some type of homework or research and really say, yo, damn, what that meant. So it have helped me interact with other people from other cultures. And I'm thankful for that. That's something that I'm extremely thankful for. That's like, you know what, damn, me doing that helped me learn a little bit. Like, I didn't know what Major Love Shout Out meant. I was dealing with my people from the Philippines. They like, yo, MLSO, Major Love Shout Out. I'm like, oh, that's what that means? All right. OTW, on the way. I'm like, all right. Those are little things. Like, all right, cool. So it's like, I'm just like, I say little things, shish and ni hao, like little things that they have taught me. Hola. You know what I'm saying? Know certain things that I didn't know, or things that I did know, but I had to refresh my memory on. You know what I mean? Because I'm speaking with so many other people from so many different cultures. And that's another thing that I'm thankful for. Being able to speak to other people in other cultures and, speak to people from other places and speaking to other people from other cultures and other parts of the country, other parts of the world. Like, I appreciate that. Like that's important. And me having my podcast, I've been able to do that. Like I'm understanding people being other parts of the world, they on a whole different time zone speaking to me. It be day where I'm at, it's night where they at. It's night where I'm at, it's day where they at. So it's like I get to learn that. I'm also thankful for because I'm also gotten a better understanding of how other people live in other countries as well. Because me building some sort of connection with them on YouTube, going to their platforms, going to their channels, they got a lot more comfortable with me and they able to give me insight how things are in their countries. So that's something else that I'm thankful for. So me gaining that experience, that's priceless. I can't ask for something better than that. To learn how other people live in other countries and other cultures. So for me, that's a blessing as well. And I'm thankful for that. Another thing that I'm thankful for is the fact that I didn't truly believe or was aware of the impact that I could have on other people's lives. Like some people leaving my comments, I listen to you almost every day. It's like, wow. Like you motivated me to work out. You motivated me to change my diet. Like, you motivated me to pay attention. Like you motivated me to have a better relationship with my family. Like you motivated me to go out there and get a better job. Like you motivated me to start a platform. Like whatever they saying, it's like, wow, I did that. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's gratifying. I'm thankful for that. Like I'm very, very thankful for that because that's priceless. Like I didn't think I would motivate people or encourage people to do certain things, and people be leaving things in my comment. Like, nah, thanks to you, I did this. Thanks to you, I did that. Like, the way you speak very kind, you speak very intelligent. And it's like, wow, okay. So the things that I've been working on, I'm thankful that people have been letting me know the things that I've been working on has actually been working. So I'm thankful for that. So the things that I've been working on for myself is starting to pay off. Things that I'm putting on my platform and out there in the stratosphere is work for other people. I'm thankful. That's humbling. I'm thankful for that. That some of the things that I have said and done, people like, yo, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for giving me that insight. Thanks for giving me that information. Also, what I'm thankful for, the few people that I have met on the internet that have taken me up on my one time when I did have it, that one time healing experience. Thank you for everybody that have done that. And you guys know who you are. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm thankful, I'm humble, and it's gratifying. What I'm thankful for, that you actually believed in my advice, or you came to me for a suggestion, or you came to me for information, came to me for guidance or tutelage or whatever it was. And you actually took my word and believed that that one experience was free. And you emailed me. So to everybody who have done that, I appreciate that. Thank you. You changed my life. How you changed my life because you helped me understand that some of the information I have can be beneficial to other people. It can help somebody get on the right path if they're not on the right path. It can help somebody with their diet. It can help somebody with structure, with stability, with self-awareness, self-control, self-restraint, self-confidence, self-esteem. So to everybody that have done that as well, thank you. I appreciate that. And you guys know it might be a fee attached to it now, But if you want to email me, you always could do that, have a session, and do what we do. So for everybody who have done that, I appreciate that. Also, another thing that I'm thankful for everybody that I'm subscribed to when I come to you guys' platforms, the love, the respect, the patience, the tolerance, allow me to speak openly and freely, knowing that I wouldn't self sabotage your platform, disrespect you, disrespect myself. So thank everybody too for allowing me to come to their platform and be myself and speak my mind. And also wanting me to come to their platform and speak my mind and asking me questions and asking me certain things, what motivate me to do what I do. You know what I mean? Also encouraging me to keep doing what I do. So for everybody who platforms and channels I came to, thank you for allowing me to do that. That has helped me grow and helped me interact with others as well. So I appreciate that. And you guys know who you are, but if you pull up, I definitely I'll give you your flowers. If you don't, it's all love and all respect on my end. But again, thank you for everybody who have allowed me to do that. You know what I mean? So that's appreciated. And again, thanks for that, Carla. So another thing that I'm thankful for, like I said earlier, for the people behind the scenes that have me in a nice, stable, structured environment to record pre-recorded videos, to do live streams, just having me in a good mentality so I interact with others on the internet or I'm on a live stream, I do a pre-recorded. People can sense my energy and sense my sincerity, see me come across as I'm lying, or I'm playing games, or I'm frauding, I'm faking. So thank you for everybody behind the scenes that's helping me out, that's putting me in a position to do what I do and wanting me to keep going. And also I want to thank them because, like I just explained to Carla and other people, I'm not gaining or getting anything yet. So for them to still support me or to still have me in that environment and want me to be stable and structured to be in that environment to do what I do, thank you for that. You definitely will be rewarded for your patience, for your tolerance, and to keeping me motivated and keep me in that good, stable environment to keep me going. Because I need that when I push them videos out there to people, to be in the right environment, to be in a stable environment where I'm not frustrated, where I'm not aggravated, because I'm going through my own situation. And that's another thing I'm thankful for. Despite what I've been going through in my life, I don't bring that to the internet because I don't want that energy to rub off on nobody else. And I'm going through thousands of things in my life, but I'm not going to bring that energy to the internet. Another thing that I'm also thankful for, that when I did have trollers or unwarranted interactions, that it didn't escalate. It didn't elevate into something where it became detrimental, not only for me, but for the other people. So I'm thankful that it was able to be controlled, where it didn't get to my platform now, turned into an environment where other people don't want to come through. Other people don't want to be involved. Other people don't want to speak their mind in my chat or speak their mind in me or ask me questions because it seemed like I went through something with someone and now I'm aggravated or I'm agitated. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful for that as well. And shout out to those people because I know they didn't mean harm. Some people don't mean harm. Some people maybe ask a question and they might not like my response. Or some people might have said some things that I probably misinterpreted. So it's not a bad thing. I'm just thankful and I'm humbled to say that I'm glad it didn't go to where that shouldn't have went. And some of those people have came back, and some of those people have kept it moving. Blessings and peace and power to the people that kept it moving, and peace and power to the people that have came back. Because I don't have no ill will towards nobody except for myself. Because I can always work on things to be better. Another thing that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the StreamYard. That has helped me as well because sometimes I've been in places where I couldn't be seen on screen, but I still wanted to get a message out to certain people. And I still wanted to vibe with certain people, interact with certain people. So it's like if I go on the StreamYard, I could do that without exposing. For example, somebody like, nah, you can go live, but I don't want nobody to be able to see my apartment or my house or my garage or my car or wherever I was doing it. So the StreamYard, so I'm thankful for the StreamYard because I was able to do that as well. So I've been in places where it's like people didn't mind me going live, but they don't want their situation exposed. And I appreciate and respect that they was honest with me and they allowed me to do that, whether I was in their apartment or their house or their car or wherever I was at with them or around other people. They're like, nah, you go live. But I'm saying, is it a way where you could do it where you don't have to be seen on screen? And I'm like, yeah, it's a thing called a StreamYard. All right, you can do that. I'll try to keep the noise down in the background for you, but I just don't want nothing to be seen where I'm at. It's like, you know what? I respect that and I appreciate that. So I'm thankful for those people, and I'm also thankful for the StreamYard for allowing that, for me to be able to do that, for me to be able to kind of be incognito, but people know me because now they probably be accustomed to my voice and they know how I speak. Also, I'm thankful for the StreamYard because that made me update and upgrade my avatar. Where it's like I got the avatar when I'm out there, me with the suit on or me dressed down, like to keep that image thing going. And that's something that I needed for me. So it's like even though you can't see me, that's not a bad avatar I got out there or a bad picture I got out there. And people who tap into my platform really know that's me. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm appreciative for that as well. Another thing that I'm thankful for, I'm able to take my time now when I speak because in the beginning, I know I was like that. Like I was like speeding through everything. And that was due to inexperience. I didn't have experience to understand to take my time to get my point across. I was just like trying to get it out and get it out, get it out, get it off so quickly. It's like, no, all I gotta do is just take my time, relax, and I'll have another live stream. I'll have another pre-recorded video. It'll be more things I could do. And I also learned how, and I'm thankful for this too, how to have a bunch of things to say, but separate them into segments and categories. So if I want to speak about religion, I ain't got to do it all in 3 or 4 live streams. I could do it 30 live streams. I just got to know how to stretch it out. If I want to talk about health, I could stretch it out. I want to talk about relationships, I could stretch it out. So I'm thankful that I learned how to do that. That took time. And I'm also thankful for people that worked with me in the beginning when I didn't have experience, when I was speeding through everything and moving quickly. You know what I mean? So I'm humble for that as well. Another thing I'm thankful for people who have subscribed to my other channels, my Black and Over on the Sofa. That's strictly based around my music and my music career, and also my music channel. So I'm thankful for those who was able to tap into that and enjoy that. Because it's been some people that when I did start to post music on this platform, when I did that like maybe like a year or 18 months ago, some people was like, yo, I just want to hear your music. So now they're able to tap in to just my music. They tell me, yo, I appreciate your music. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't like your podcast, but I just want to hear your music. So I'm thankful for those people who have tapped in and they just want to hear my music. So thank you guys for everybody who tapped into my podcast, but they only want to hear my music. You know what I mean? And they just like, all right, I subscribe to that. So, you know, some people understand who you are and those who don't. Yeah, nah, trust me. No, I no, it's okay. One thing, Carla, that I want to tell you. Like I said, who you see in front of you today, I wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't who I am. So I've been through a lot. And honestly, when I get monetized and when I created Patreon, oh, I'm gonna get into all of that. I'm gonna get into all that because some things are only gonna be for members only. You know what I'm saying? And some people it's gonna earn the right to really for me to go back on a lot of my journey. And I shared a lot of my journey on here already. However, when I get monetized, I'm gonna be able to share certain parts of my journey for certain people, and we really gonna be able to connect. We really gonna be able to like, wow, I didn't know all that. And then I could start sharing, some of my kids, and I could talk to them, and it's like, yo, I look, I'm gonna have something just for my members. I could bring some of my kids. I could, you know what I'm saying? I could do other things now. I could share some of my music experiences, some of my entertainment experiences. You know what I mean? Things that I had when I've been to other cities and states that I encountered, things on that level. What you mean? I'm easy on the eyes. What you mean? Talk to me. I just want to understand what you're saying. Talk to me. What you mean? I'm easy on the eyes. Just so I can understand what you're saying. Yeah, I just want to understand what you're saying. You say I'm easy on the eyes. What you mean by that? And somebody just hit the like button. I appreciate it. So whoever that is tapped in the bushes. If you tapped in late, I'm thanking everybody for the love, whether it came to my platform or it came to theirs. I'm thanking everybody for their patience, for their tolerance. If they shared anything, whether you dropped a comment or whether you hit the like button, whether you subscribe, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm saying that overall to people who have been showing me love throughout my process. I got to start giving people their flowers and their roses now. I mean, I understand I'm not monetized. I'll be there one day, but I want to start giving people their roses now for working with me. You know what I mean? For walking with me. You know what I mean? For helping me, for guiding me. I mean, you could have given me a negative feedback. It don't matter. You gave me feedback. You could have gave me constructive criticism. It don't matter. You gave me criticism. You know what I mean? You could have told me it's something I could work on to better me. I'm thankful for that. Or you could have just been hitting a like button, or you could have just subscribed. Anything that you've done, thank you. I appreciate that. So that's what this live stream is about. Just thanking people. You know what I mean? I'm very humble when it comes to that because I've been through so much. But you said good thing. I'm easy on the eyes, Carla. Like, what you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Like, um, elaborate on that if you don't mind. Maybe I mean, if you mind, just tell me you mind. It's all good. But yeah. So something else. I'm also thankful for. I'm thankful for a lot of people who have, like I said, connected me with other people. Like who, like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get you connected with this person. This is the name of their platform. And now I've connected with other people and they have helped me out. They got me subscribers. They subscribed. You know what I mean? And I built a relationship with other people from people. So thank you for the people who have done that, got me connected with other people. Oh, nah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I really do. That was heartfelt. Thank you so much. I really do. I really appreciate that. So I've been connected with a lot of various different people. You know what I mean? And that's humbling for me. You know what I mean? Like for somebody, for example, to tell somebody about me and I get connected with the person they told me about and they have subscribed to my platform or got me subscribers or shared something or like something. So I appreciate that. Oh yeah, nah, thank you for that. Like I said, I wasn't always who I am. Like far as my mouth, far as my language, far as my mannerisms. You know what I mean? I always been respectful, yes. However, though, I had a terrible attitude. You know what I mean? Like I had a terrible attitude. And that's something that I'm glad that I worked on. Like I had a terrible attitude. I always been respectful, but I had a terrible attitude. You know what I mean? And outside of that, with my wardrobe, I mean, I came a long way with that too. Like, yes, I did have fashionable clothes. However, though, I wasn't wearing them correctly. You know what I mean? I was dressing to impress. I wasn't dressing for success. Now, since I've gotten, from my late 30s, I'm going to say like 35 and after, I was working on that. Now, me being in my 40s, going into my 50s, oh no, I've mastered that. Like, with my wardrobe. Like I said, okay, jeans. I'm gonna go here real quick. Jeans. I maybe wear jeans now twice twice a month. Max is 4 times a month. So that means once a week I wear jeans. Sometime. You know what I'm saying? And so I really don't wear jeans like I used to. You know what I mean? I'm a button up dude, slacks, suits, you know what I mean? Like dress coats and all that. Like, and it's not again to outdo anyone. I'm dressing for success because I never know, for example, if somebody emailed me or I'm going somewhere and I have a conversation with somebody and it's like, yo, okay, yo, what you do? And I tell them, yo, I podcast. I tell them, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm working on becoming a life coach. And it's like, okay, let's just say they want to invite me somewhere. I'm already dressed. I won't get around them, look awkward, feel awkward. You know what I mean? Because people could detect that. People could read body language. So it's like, oh, now he just did that for this. And also, I started to work on it because when I was into the music, I blew a lot of opportunities. How did I blow a lot of opportunities? Because of my attitude and because of my wardrobe. Blew a lot of opportunities because of that. Because of my wardrobe and because of my attitude, I blew a lot of opportunities. Like, going to industry meetings and meeting with A&Rs and meeting with record executives, me having a bad attitude and my wardrobe. And another thing too, me smoking weed. Like that, because that's something else. That's all I used to do was smoke weed. You know what I mean? And it's like I had to change my energy and my aura. That's another reason I had to ease up off the music. Because I know once I ease up off the music, I would have a better opportunity to better myself. And there's nothing wrong with rap or hip hop. However, though, like it have you caught up in a certain mentality and have you caught up in a certain lifestyle. So me being able to take steps away from it now and want to enhance it, because like I said, if people go to my music platform, I'm not saying I haven't dropped N bombs or I haven't said H or I haven't said B, but now people will be able to detect it's more of a meaning behind it. It don't just sound like frustration, animosity, ignorance, stupidity. It sounds like it's meaning behind it, which it is. And that is what I'm talking about. And that was my point, having meaning behind it. So that's something else, even though it's not connected to my podcast, but that's still something else that I'm thankful for. Me starting my podcast, I gotta look at myself. Another thing that I'm thankful for too is like being on the internet. I get to play back some of my pre-recorded videos, and I gotta view myself. I gotta look at myself, not from a standpoint of looks. No, I'm talking about from a standpoint of listening to what I said, looking back at some of my own videos. Like, all right, yeah, I could put this out. Yeah, and I'm more comfortable with being in front of a laptop, being in front of a phone. I'm more comfortable with speaking about my own self because I got family out there. I got kids out there. I got people I had kids with. So if they see my videos now or they hear about my podcast, it's like, oh, well, he ain't bring up this, he ain't bring up that. So now I have to be comfortable with talking about the things about myself that was or is uncomfortable. So when it's brought back to me or it's brought to my attention, I don't mind having a conversation about it. And I'm thankful for that because now I won't have the conversation with other people, family or not. And it turns into a shout match or it turns into a disrespectful thing or it turns into an uncomfortable thing because I'm still in denial about my attitude or I'm still in denial about my ways and actions of how I used to be. So if I bring it to my platform and I bring it to my podcast, and other people that's in my family or people hear it that know me, they're gonna be, all right, I see where he's going with that. All right, now he being honest with himself. And for people that started to find out about my podcast, they like, I seen the episode you did when you was talking about this, that about yourself. Yo, nah, that was I respect that. Like if I didn't subscribe then, I subscribe now. I might not ever say nothing because you know me, I don't do the internet, but I'll be listening now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I appreciate that. So that, for me, I'm thankful because that has helped me. That has helped me do that. Like, so it's like me speaking about me and what I'm into, it's nothing. That's why I'm more comfortable with speaking to people and not about them, because that was another thing that I used to do. I was more comfortable with speaking about people and not to them. And that kind of hindered my relationship with people. So it's like, nah, I got to work on speaking to people and not about them. So now I have other people. It's like, yo, you right. Yo, I got to speak to them. I can't speak about them. I got to speak to them. And I was shocked about the people that came to me like, yo, nah, you right. I'm going to go talk to my cousin or my brother or my girl or whoever. And it's like, all right, that's what's up. They be like, yo, nah, I'm going to go talk to them. You right. Like, I need to go talk to them. I ain't going to talk about them. I'm going to go talk to them. And other people is not allowing other people to do that no more. It's like, nah, I'm going to talk to them. You know what I mean? Even if our relationship don't ever be the same, that's not the point. The point is, I'm going to go talk to them. You know what I mean? I got that much love and respect for myself that I'm going to go talk to them. And that's something that I'm thankful for, that my platform has done that for me. You know what I mean? So that's good. Now, I don't know, because I don't study that. Now I'm get back to what you just was talking about, Carla. Like, I don't know how I could be perceived to other people, as far as how they see me, like how I look at them. If I'm not a bad looking gentleman, I appreciate that. And if I'm a terrible looking gentleman, there's nothing I could do about that. But I'm not on here trying to gain that from anybody. Like, oh, well, I look like this. Nah, I mean, if I look appealing to somebody, I'm humbled. If I don't, then no problem. But not like, that's one thing I never was worried about in my life. Definitely on the internet. You know what I mean? I'm just here to speak what I'm speaking about. And if I can motivate somebody, I can educate somebody, I can help somebody, I'm gonna do that. But I'm not here to enhance that, or I'm not here to bring that down. So by you saying that, that's humbling. I appreciate that. But I'm not on here for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because then now I'm gonna lose sight of what I'm doing, because now I'm gonna be distracted by, if somebody like, oh, you ugly. Somebody like, yo, you handsome. Like, I'm gonna be distracted. And it's not saying I'm gonna be distracted because I'm weak. I'm saying because now I'm just gonna lose emphasis on the point of what I'm doing. That's why I don't get on here like wearing my suits and none of that. That's why I just saw my avatar, because I don't want somebody to be like, yo, what kind of suit is that? Now I'm gonna get into that, and it's like, oh, well, he think he better than people. He be having on dress suits. Nah. So I'm just comfortable. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have on what I had on for the day, or sometimes I just have on like just like shirt I just wear like around the house or whatever. But I'm not on here to try to, establish a fashion statement. I'm not on here for that. I'm on here to spread peace and love. I'm on here to spread education and encourage people and to inspire people to, first and foremost, do better for them. You gotta do better for you before you can do better for others and with others. So I'm on here to inspire people to do better for them. That may come across as selfish or self-centered, but you gotta do you first. I had that problem. And that's another thing I'm thankful for, that I worked on me to this degree now. Some people may say where I'm at in my life, I've been selfish over the last month, last year, last 2 years, but I got to better myself before I could better anybody else. Because that was one of the issues that I had. I was putting so much love into other people that I lost myself. And me losing myself, I had to be honest with myself. How could I really love them when I wasn't even loving me enough because I was putting so much emphasis on loving them, whether that was kids, whether that was family, whoever it was. But I truly wasn't loving me, and I had to double back. I had to how the next generation say, I had to spin the block and go talk to some of my kids about that. Talk to family members about that. Like, yo, not for nothing, Uncle so and so, Aunt so and so, or whoever else. Like, look, at that time in my life, I was in a dark place because I wasn't really loving me. I was I was so much into trying to put so much effort, energy into loving you or loving somebody else that I lost myself. And that made me get deeper into smoking weed and got me deep into running the streets and got me deeper into things I shouldn't have been in anyway. You know what I mean? And now, once I started to really be humble with myself and be honest with myself, it made me understand things better, how to deal with other people. So it don't matter the energy and effort I put into them. It don't matter if they don't show it back to me because I'm never going to neglect myself ever again. So it don't matter the energy and effort I put into anybody else. If they don't show me that effort and energy back, it don't matter because I'm never going to neglect me ever again. You know what I mean? That's another thing that I'm thankful for my platform that homework and research has taught me. I had to study people. You know what I mean? People on the whole, body language, conversation, speech patterns, hand movements, hand gestures, facial expressions, eye expressions. You know what I mean? Like I had to do that. And some of my experiences and some of the things that I've learned since I started my podcast, you can't learn about going to school. You got to just learn from the experience. Everything can be taught to you in college or in school. Some of the things you have to learn from experience. You know what I mean? Everything just can't be taught to you. Like, yeah, if I go to school, I'm going to learn this. Some things school can't teach you. Some things school won't teach you. Some things school don't even have a curriculum on. You gotta learn from experience. It's like no matter how much you go to school, they're not gonna teach you about stocks and bonds. You gotta learn. They're not gonna teach you how the Dow Jones work. You gotta learn. That's not taking them away from school or the board of education, but you gotta learn. So that's another thing that I'm thankful for about starting my podcast. It taught me how to self-evaluate things that probably I was still doing what I was doing. I would have never did. I would have never self-evaluated. But since I knew I was going to be on the internet and I was going to be interacting with so many different people from different walks of life, from different countries, from different cultures, I got to be accurate. I got to be sharp. And it ain't because the internet is cruel or people on the internet is cruel or people on the internet is foul. That's just life. That's just life. So I'm thankful for that as well, that have taught me that. Like, be more aware of that when you're on the internet. So that's something else that I'm thankful for. You know what I mean? Also, another thing that I'm thankful for with my podcast, it have helped me be more internet literate because prior to that, I was just on my phone, you know what I mean, texting people, it like just being on like YouTube. You know what I mean? I had Facebook for a very short period of time. You know what I mean? I had Instagram for a very short period. When I'm saying short period of time, maybe like 4 months, 5 months. I didn't have it for like a year, nothing like that. So I had Facebook, Instagram, very short period of time. And what made me get off of it was because, for one, first and foremost, I had to respect my relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to tarnish relationships with the people I was dealing with at that time, family, women. I didn't want to do that. And I seen how how people was on it. Like, that was people's life. And it's like, I don't want this to control my life. So that's what made me get off it. The second thing that made me get off it, a lot of people kept saying, the government be watching, the government be watching. So that's another thing that made me get off it. The third thing that made me get off it, it was because I was too conscious of my fault or whatever devices I had. Like, let me check my Instagram, let me check. And I didn't even have it long. But being around other people, and another thing that made me get off of it, people that I would speak to before that via text message or a phone call, they was more comfortable with talking to me through those apps. And I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work for me. So that's what made me get off it, because it's like if I get off it, I could go back to having that relationship I had with that person prior to me being on it. So that's why when I be on, I be like, I don't even got Facebook because I had it for a short, extended period of time, very short, and it was so long ago. Like I didn't have it in the 2020s at all. Maybe I had it like what, maybe like 2016 around then, 2017, like around that time, like 2016, 2017, I had it, but it was short lived. Like I said, less than 6 months I had it, and with the Instagram situation, when I was dealing with music, everybody was saying, yo, this is the new wave. Like, you want to get your music heard and seen, you got to be on Instagram. And for me, it didn't help me. It hurt me because people that I'm from the golden and the old era where I was giving people CDs and all that. And that's how I used to grind my music before the internet got popular. Like I would go to people's houses I knew and see people in the streets like, yo, I'd be making music, yo, $5 for a CD. Or I was giving people CDs. So way before the internet took off, I was already grinding my own music. So I wasn't accustomed to being on Instagram like, yo, download my music or listen to my music. I was grinding my music way before that. The only thing that I was on way before Instagram and all that was like MySpace. I had that, but I had that for a short, extended period of time, like maybe like again like 4 or 5 months. But that was only because the person who I was dealing with music with, they had it, and they had an outlet with MySpace at the time to get my music heard by certain little people that I was dealing with, certain little A&Rs and all that. So that's why I had MySpace. But outside of that, nah, I wasn't on the internet. And like I said, for me, I wasn't accustomed to having Facebook or Instagram and things like that to promote my music. I was promoting it on my own. And being from New York and being from Brooklyn, it was nothing for me to go to another borough. You know what I'm saying? Like go to Queens, or go to the Bronx, or go to Staten Island, or go to Manhattan, or go to Harlem and give out some CDs, or to sell some CDs, or people I knew in those boroughs. I get them a CD, they be like, yo, I got you. I let somebody hear it or whatever. And that's how people knew who I was and knew what I was doing. Because the internet wasn't relevant when I was grinding my music back then. And I was getting heard by people that didn't know me. That's when you could go to the karaoke bars and you can go to the nightclubs and you can do all that. You can go to the open mics, and it wasn't like how it is now. Everybody like, yo, go to the internet, listen to my music. You can go to those open mics, those karaoke bars, and they'll let you get your music off. Or you could pay a fee to get into one of them what you call it? You pay the fee and you can get into like a club, and now you could get on stage and they'll let you do your thing. And first prize sometimes is like you get to the radio station, or they'll give your music to somebody. You could pay your way for that to happen back in the days, to be heard by people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't after a while it stopped being like that, but it was a point when it was like that, and I wasn't on the internet, and the internet wasn't relevant. So for me, I was thankful for that. Like I was appreciative for that, because I knew, like, all right. So yeah, but for me though, that whole internet thing, man, I'm thankful for it now because I got my podcast, so I'm not as embedded and as deep in with the music as I used to be. But yeah. So overall though, for everybody who's been tapping in, thank you. And like I said, I'm just thankful for everybody and the love and everything everybody's been doing. Showing me love and showing me gratitude. It's very gratifying for me, man. For me to be a part of people's lives. It's been through YouTube only. And also, I'm thankful that I don't have those other websites and I'm where I'm at today. I don't have Instagram and I'm where I'm at. I'm not on Facebook and I'm where I'm at. I'm not on Twitch and I'm where I'm at. I'm not on Rumble. I'm not on TikTok and I'm where I'm at. So for me, I'm thankful. I'm humbled. Because I believe you don't have to have those other websites and you can still grow. Yes, it may take longer. It will take longer, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the fact that I'm on here and I'm at 1,000 plus subscribers and growing. It's still growing. And I did it without being on any of those websites. That's another thing that I'm thankful for because I went against the norm. I went against the typical way you do things. Like a lot of people do have a lot of sales, but a lot of people are on other websites as well to draw other people in that ain't strictly on YouTube. I'm strictly on YouTube. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Twitch. I'm not on Rumble. I'm not on Snapchat. I'm not on Meta or Facebook or Instagram or other websites to draw people in. I'm only on here. So if somebody haven't heard about me or don't know about me, I can't be like, well, I got all those websites. I only got these many subs. Of course, maybe if I was on those other apps, I probably would have other subscribers. But I also believe if I was on those other websites, I probably have more issues as well. And I'm only on here. I don't have issues. And that's gratifying for me. I'm thankful. Another thing I'm also thankful for, I don't commit myself to dropping videos every day, going live every day. I do it at my leisure. And I also do it at my leisure is because I don't want to overwhelm nobody. It's a blessing for me to come on YouTube and people miss hearing my voice or miss looking at my videos or miss seeing my content. I understand about watch hours. I'm not debating that. But that's something else that I'm thankful for, that I don't always got to be on here. So like I said, when I do post a video or I do go live, people be like, nah, I just want to hear what he got to say. Or I just want to see what he's talking about. So for me, I'm thankful for that as well. So that's why I don't come on here every day. And I'm not dropping videos every day because it's not like people missing you or people anticipate seeing you or wanting to see you. And another thing I'm thankful for is that creating my podcast has taught me how to be diverse and adverse, meaning now I can speak about like what I'm doing today, just talking about being thankful. And it's turned into another topic, but it's so connected to being thankful. And it's also explaining some of my process of why I'm thankful. So it's always ways for me to get into things. And I'm thankful for that. It's always ways for me to do that. Instead of me just being on here, there's other ways to do things. And I'm thankful for that. That's humbling. So for everybody, wherever you from, wherever you at, wherever you be on the planet, thank you for tuning in with me, for rocking with me. It's gratifying, it's humbling. It's something that I know for me is needed. And I appreciate everybody. The love means a lot. It means a lot. And before I shut it down, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. I give a couple of people some time to see if they're gonna check in and tap in and see what's what, like what's going on. so I can give them their flowers and thank them. You know, so I'll give some other people some time, check in and tap in just to see what's going on. That's important. You gotta be able to do that. Give some other people some time to check in and tap in. Before I totally shut the stream down. So I'm gonna see how that go. See who else can tap in. So like I said, I give them their flowers, give them their roses or whatever. You know what I mean? But overall, everybody though, man, I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. It's a blessing. It really is. It's gratifying. It's humbling. I appreciate it. It's because other people have platforms. That's another thing I'm grateful for. Let me get to that. Other people have platforms, and for them to rock with me, that's another thing I appreciate. You know, so for them to rock with me, and they got their own platform. Thank everybody for that as well. Some people don't have platforms and they rock with me, but thank the people that have platforms and they rock with me. That is highly appreciated. Like I really, really, really appreciate that because when you got a platform and now you rocking with me, you got to take away from yourself a degree to rock with me. So for everybody who has a platform that's been rocking with me, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your own platform. So for you to come show me some love, I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? And for people who don't, I'm not saying they don't totally understand, but when you have a platform, it's a little bit more strenuous because you building your own content. You building, you doing what you do. So to tap in, that says a lot. So I just want to thank everybody who have a platform who've been showing me love and who've been rocking with me. So thanks for everybody who have a platform who've been doing it too. So thank you for everybody that have a platform that tap in and tune in with me. I appreciate it. And if you're seeing this on the playback and it's worth a share, I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing. But like I always say, and I'm gonna keep saying, thanks for everybody out there who rock with me, who show me love. Like it's gratifying. It's appreciated. And I'm definitely gonna keep doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna keep making sure I push out good vibes, good energy, show compassion to everybody and show everybody love, you know, and push that education, push that motivation, you know what I mean? And do what I do because it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's truly important. You know. So yeah, I said I'm keep the stream going for a few more. See who tap in. If anybody tap in, then you know, I'll talk to them. But if they don't, they don't. But like I said, for everybody who has been doing what they've been doing, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this internet thing, it ain't simple, it ain't easy. So for all those who show love, thank you. For all those who appreciate me and what I do, thank you. Also, too, another thing I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the people that I have gave riches to and made moderators. They embrace that because that's a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta interact with other people and you gotta talk to other people. So everybody that I have gave riches to, you know what I'm saying, Carla, Lions, Pride, some of my Filipino people, You know what I mean? Frank, I ain't see you in a while. Hope everything all right, man. I'm thankful for you. Fishing time. I'm thankful for you. You know, just a lot of people, even some people that is not gonna come to mind right now. Malik, I'm thankful for you. There's a lot of people that been showing love that don't really pop in my mind. And when I see them, I'll be like, oh, you know, I mean, obviously know who they are, but I don't want to make it seem like because I'm naming certain people and I'm not naming certain people, that the people that I'm naming is more significant than people that I'm not naming. Those not like that certain people ain't popping in my head. Willis, Malik, Willis, another one of my sisters, C World, C Dub as I call her, like I said, Lions Pride caller, Fishing Time. Uh, uh, I mean, it's a lot of people. All my Filipino people, Martez Vlog, Jacqueline Vlog, Rosanna Vlog. I mean, it's a lot of people. Johanna Vlog. It's a lot of people that I'm thankful for. Everybody not gonna just pop in my head. Some people I gotta really be like, oh yeah, y'all. But they know who they are. You know what I mean? And like I said, if they don't, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love. What I'm gonna do is, no, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to go through the list of some of the people. Okay. Thank you to Fatty's World. Thank you to Sebastian. Thank you to Stephanie Dawson. Let's see. Let me start naming some people now. Um, let me see. Butter Rose Boutiques. Thank you to RFH Channel. Thank you to Reba Dolly. Thank you to Sailing Cook George. That's my other fishing buddy. Um, thank you to 8 Grace. Thank you to Guinea Lee Days. Thank you to the Livingstone. Victor Moreno. Thank you to Precious Gems. I'm just trying to run through some of the people. Miss JoJo. Uh, thank you to Eric B. Dax Perfume. That's one of my old time friends. We go way back. Thank you to let's see, Vivian. She helped me get a lot of subscribers. That's one of my Filipino people. Thank you to Walking in Purpose, Monica. Thank you to let me see. Thank you to the chosen ones. Lady My TV, Tox Vlogs, Tribulation Kids. Let's see. Fishing Time, Let's Go. Fatima L. Nadia Texas Channel. Lady Boss. Thank you to I'm still pulling up names. Still pulling up names. Said Auntie Grace already. Thank you to Sister Winnie. Uh, Thank you to Free Time. Uh, Thank you to the Moonlighting Channel. Uh, I'm a whole vibe. Thank you to I'm a whole vibe. Who else? JM Vlog. Uh, Man, it's a lot of people. Thank you to Maria Vlog Channel. That's one of my old friends. So thank you to Maria as well. Uh, Again, it's a lot of people. I've been just trying to give everybody their flowers for pulling up on my platform, for showing me love. Anybody I forgot, I didn't forget you to forget you. It's just so many people. So overall, to everybody, thank you. People's Digest, uh, Queen Know Who I Am. Um, I'm still, going through some of the subscribers that I can see. Uh, let's see. I mean, it's like Janice TV, Michelle Boo. Uh, like I said, there's so many different people that have helped me out and shown me love. Walking in divine purposes. Thank you. And again, else I forgot, I apologize to so many people. You know, I said I'm just trying to name people who just been riding this out with me for the longest. So, and again, whoever I forgot, it wasn't intentional. Um, I try to name who I could, So, again, thank you overall to everybody for your love, your commitment, and keep it coming because it's needed. I'm looking to get and be monetized, so the love and the watch hours is definitely a need at this point. So, like I said, whoever I forgot wasn't intentional, wasn't purposely done, but the love is real. I appreciate it, and keep it coming. You know what I mean? Everybody, it's a heat wave, so stay hydrated, stay safe, stay prayed up, keep God first. Again, thank you to everybody for all the love, all the support. I appreciate it. It was definitely needed. It's unmatched and it's very, very humbling. All right, so I'm about to shut this live stream down. But for everybody overall, Black Beauty, thank you, Black Mamba. Well, see, I'm still going through names. Uh, I mean, like I said, just everybody on back, everybody who just been showing love, man. Like it's unmatched. It's appreciated. Yeah, so I'm gonna just let it rock out to the 2 hour mark. But this what I will say though, too, before I shut it down. This has been a great experience. You guys keep the love coming. Like I said, it's needed. You know, I've been doing my best to reciprocate it as well. You know, try to pull up on people platforms. Like I said, whoever I didn't mention, it wasn't that you forgot it. Now I'm at that point, and it's a good point in my life where I have a lot of subscribers, so I can't shout out every single subscriber, but I'm trying to really holler at the main ones who that's just popping in my head because they always been consistently saying things and leaving comments. You know what I mean? And even the newer subscribers that's not saying nothing, thank you guys as well, because you guys are helping me get to a bigger audience. You guys are helping me get out to a bigger algorithm as far as people is concerned. So keep that energy coming, keep that energy flowing. You know what I mean? And also, too, I'm willing to take some insight, some information, or maybe some of the things some of you guys want me to start speaking about. You know what I mean? Because maybe you believe, maybe you see it as I'll do the right homework and research and bring the right energy and the right vibes to speak about it and or talk about it. Somebody else just popped in my head. East Dad, shout out to East Dad. Like I said, it's just a lot of people, that show love. And like I said, I can't think of everybody just off the top. Um, but and however, a lot of you guys know who you are. The ones I didn't mention, I didn't say. Again, it's not that you're forgotten. It's just so many people, that show me love, that pull up to the pre-recordeds. It's some people that don't never come to my live streams and always respond to my pre-recordeds. It's some people that only come to my live streams and don't never say they don't know my pre-recordeds. So also, I want to thank everybody who's just been consistently doing what they do. So I have some people who only say something on my community tab and don't say nothing on my pre-recordings or don't say nothing on my live streams. Whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. Keep the consistency. So if you only say something on my community tab, keep that energy coming. If you only say something on my pre-recordings, keep that energy coming. If you only pull up on my live stream, keep the energy coming. Whatever you're doing that you comfortable with, I appreciate that. Don't do something just to make me happy. Do it because you're comfortable with it and it's making you happy. Overall, I'm happy to have my platform. I'm thankful for it. And I'm also happy that I could spread love. I could bring positive, productive, constructive energy to everybody out there. And I was going to shut it down, but as people see, I didn't because, again, I'm just trying to put the love back. You know what I mean? Just feel good. Like I said, I'm going to keep going to the 2 minute mark, so at least 2 hour mark. So at least I had this running for 2 hours, and I wasn't just letting it just run and not say nothing. So again, the only one tapped in today was Carla, and I appreciate that. But everybody that was in the background paying attention or in the background watching, I'm thankful for it. You know what I mean? Whoever was nice enough to hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. They ain't got to say much, say nothing, but people who watching now, thank you guys for that. I appreciate that, for sticking around for like majority of the duration of the live stream. Again, you don't never have to say nothing. However, keep coming. Excuse me, keep coming though. Like that's appreciated more than you saying anything. More than you leaving a comment, you being there, you listening. So something I'm saying and doing got you listening. So I appreciate that. Whoever you are, wherever you from, you know what I mean? You stay blessed. You, your family, whoever, however you listening, whatever you listen from, cell phone, TV, laptop, tablet, smartphone, smart TV, whatever. just keep the love coming, man. Like I really, really, really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And overall, though, we're gonna be experiencing or have been experiencing the heat wave maybe for the next 2, 3 days. Stay hydrated. Take a nice, cool shower, relax. Try not to be doing too much hot cooking around hot food and all that. Try to have some nice, cool or cold fruit and relax. Take your smoothie, something like that to really, cool your body down, cool body off. You know what I mean? So this heat to overwhelm you, and you know what I mean. It can get you tired, it can get you aggravated. You know what I'm saying? It can have you, just irritable because it's so hot. So just try to relax, chill out, and not let the heat consume you. You know what I mean? That's all. But overall, though, thanks to everybody that showed love and helped me get to where I am. Also, allow me to be a part of your life, your house, your home, your phone, your laptop, your TV, whatever productive, constructive advice I was able to give. Even though I was able to give it, thanks for listening. Even though I may have helped you do things in life, thanks for listening. So it's the same way I could put it out there, you reciprocate it by listening. So thank you for that. Again, anything that you may want me to talk about on my platform, you drop it in the comment section or you put it on my community tab. And remember, for anybody out there that's looking for one-on-one sessions, email me. Email me. Got any questions you really want to get at me about that you don't want to ask me over the internet that could be personal, that can help you enhance things in your life with your diet, with discipline, with self-esteem, with self-control. Don't hesitate to email me. You know what I mean? Find out what's going on. The prices ain't outrageous. Trust me, I'm working with any budgets, all budgets. It don't matter. You know what I mean? And if you probably don't have enough of that, then you could just cash at me and we could work from there. You know what I mean? But overall, the love is real. It's been real. And again, thanks to you guys out there subscribing and showing love with the comments and the feedback. It's helping my videos get to a big audience, a better audience, and it's popping up in other people algorithms. So again, keep the love coming. And I understand you may like me on my platform. I'm humbled. However, I want you to like the video because it helps you or it resonates with you. You know what I mean? Or I want you to leave a comment because you really, really showing me that you're paying attention and you want my feedback in reference to what you're saying. So don't just do it just strictly for me. Do it for yourself as well. You know what I mean? Because when I do what I do, I'm doing it for everybody to get something from it and get something out of it. You know what I mean? So when you do it, make sure you're doing it for you so you could get the information you need. You know what I mean? You could get the medication you need. You could get the inspiration that you may need. And again, last but not least, thank you to every single subscriber. I don't care if you never said nothing. Thank you. I don't care if you never hit the like button. Thank you. You subscribe. That's good enough. Or if you subscribe but you only hit the like button, thank you. Or if you subscribe, you only comment, thank you. Whatever you've done, I'm humbled. It's gratifying for me. And if all you want to do is just be in the background listening, no problem. You ain't never got to say nothing. The fact that you're willing to listen, I'm humbled. The fact that you consider and listen to me is gratifying. Because a lot of people got podcasts, or a lot of people got channels, or a lot of people on the internet. So for you want to listen to me, thank you. And another thing that I said that I'm going to stress again, for anybody that do tune into me and tap into me and you have a platform, thank you. because you could just be focused on you and your platform and not want to listen to me. So thank you for those who do have platforms and pull up on me and show me love. I really, really, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate that. Because I understand that somebody that has a platform and that do content, that's not that simple, that's not that easy, because outside of your personal life and what you're doing in real life, you got it take time to pull up on somebody's platform. Even if you're giving them a minute, an hour, 5 seconds, whatever it is, you gotta like the video, or you gonna share the video, or you gotta comment, or you gotta subscribe, whatever, that take time. So I just wanna thank people who have platforms that do that, because they taking time away from their situation. And I'm also thankful that something I could say and something I do is worthy of somebody saying something back, worthy of somebody subscribing. And like I said, want to take me up on that experience, email me. Or it's something that you want me to talk about on my platform, drop it down in the comment section. Or when I post something on my community tab, put it there. And eventually I'll get to it, meaning I'll talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just talk about it immediately. It'll be like a surprise episode, and I'll talk about it. Also, if you want me to do that, or should you want me to do that, you gotta let me know if you want me to do it on a live stream or you want me to do it on a pre-recorded video. Why that's relevant, why that's important, because you may want me to do it on live stream because you may have other people that want to sit there and watch me talk about this live. Or if you want me to do it on a pre-recorded video, you may want me to not do it a long extended video of that particular topic or that particular conversation. So again, if it's something that in particular you want me to talk about that you don't mind other people hearing and tuning into, put it in the comment section or put it on my community tab when I put something on my community wall. And if you want to deal with me on a one-on-one, email me. My email is in the description. You'll see it. All you gotta do is go back on the back part. You'll see what my email is. Email me and we could work. So if you want to talk to me about something personal that you might not want to know, that you might not want other people to know, email me. And shout out to everybody who have emailed me and took me up on when I was giving out the one free one, my one free healing experience. Again, to everybody who have done that, thank you. You changed my life because you gave me the confidence to understand that people really wanted my insight. So it don't matter if one person did it or 50 people did it. Shout out to y'all for doing it because y'all changed my life. Y'all gave me the confidence to understand that I could really do that. I could really talk to somebody without no personal, no bias, no nothing connected. And I could really give them some real serious, warranted education, information, suggestions, or advice pertaining to a relationship, pertaining to money, pertaining to food, pertaining to education, whatever it was. I was able to do that for those particular people that did email me at the time when I was doing a one free healing experience. And I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad that I did that because, again, that changed my perspective. So now I'm not only prepared to do it, but now I'm ready for when people start to really reach out to me on a bigger, larger scale. I'm ready to deal with them. And the last thing about that is it'll be via Zoom. So if anybody is wondering, well, how would that happen? That's via Zoom. So if somebody do it, it's going to be set up through a Zoom. So we're going to, I prefer it be, camera to camera, not an avatar, so I can really know who I'm talking to. I really don't want to do it that way. I really prefer for it to be for me to see who I'm dealing with. So I can understand that I'm talking to a real person and I'm not talking to like a underage child. And not saying I won't do it, but it's things that come with that. Like you need a parent or your guardian to consent on it. So I prefer to really see who I'm dealing with and they of age. 21 or older. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I won't deal with people 18, but I prefer them to be 21 or older. So again, if you want to email me, that's not a problem. You know what I mean? All right, so check the description for that. And like I said, go to my community tab if something you want me to speak about and they'll talk about. And again, thank you to everybody. Abundances of love, abundances of respect. Remember, stay prayed up, always love yourself, and then you can work on loving others. But love yourself more importantly. Again, thank you to everybody. Thank you for calling, for tapping in. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing what you do. My platform will be the same without you, caller. So I appreciate it, all right? So everybody out there, stay blessed up, stay prayed up. Until next time, I'm gone. Peace, world.